While the low-income housing tax credit is under Finance Committee's jurisdiction, it's very important to us in the U.S. housing market. It provides essential capital to underserved communities and provides key financing for small and rural affordable housing developments.
Talk to us a little bit about your vision about how you can get the private sector involved with government to help heal our cities and develop. You had mentioned the other thing, housing and urban development. In our private conversation, you spent more time talking with me about development, and I'd like you to elaborate on that as it relates to the private investment.
Sure. Well, you know, we've got a lot of very talented people in this country in the private sector, and, you know, the low-income housing tax credit is an excellent example. You know, it's seen over by the Congressional Finance Committee. But, you know, that has allowed an enormous number of places to be renovated. And there's plenty more where that comes from. In Detroit, I was talking to a private developer recently about some of the work they were doing with blight. And, you know, it was costing $16,500 per building. They came in and, working with recycling organization, were able to take the buildings down for $5,500. That was a way of using the private sector in a very positive way to clear large amounts of the city. Those are the kinds of things that we need to look for. There's a lot of money in the private sector. There's a lot of goodwill in the private sector. And I want to work on those programs, and I want to study those programs that are working so that we can multiply them across the country.